Hi there. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new talk. My name is Steven Dossou, all the way from Togo, Togo. Pa. Well, today I'm about to drop some wisdom in you one more time. Today, I want to spill some beans on you, beans of power, beans of grace, and beans of amazement. Because listen to me. Life nowadays is getting tougher and tougher. I mean, we've got wars everywhere. Ukraine and Russia, Turkey and Greece, wars pop in every corner of the world. So the question becomes, when we find ourselves in a situation where we have no other choice but to move forward, when we find ourselves in situations where life has stripped away from us the power to conquer, the grace to win, the desire to be awesome, when we are left by nothing but the person we look in the mirror, what do you do? What do you do when all you live for every single day is anxiety? What do you do when all your dreams and goals seem not to come to reality? What do you do when the person you trusted the most decide to throw a stone in your back, or worse, stab you in the back? What do you do? Do you keep moving? Do you throw the towel? Or do you just say, no, this is not for me. I am out of this game of life, which means you take your own life. What do you do? Well, I am the demon assassin. I'm the guy that will speak to your fears, your doubt, and your low self-esteem. And today, I've got a message for you today. And this is the first title in the You Can Do It Again series, The Comeback Power. You see, I am a firm believer that we are born victorious, that every single body is a winner in life. You see, have you ever met a parent that spoke to their children that, no, this one is going to be a janitor, or this one is not going to be successful? I'm telling you, I'm not talking about sperm or egg donors. I'm talking about parents, people that love and care for their children. Every single parent has thought at some point in their life that their child is either a president, a doctor, or a lawyer. Hey, listen, I've got something to tell you. Let me spill some truth on you today. Yeah. I mean, I am a speaker, coach, and author, founder of Salesforce Catalyst, a platform that brings together the best coaches and speakers to help and support people and businesses to transform into what they are meant to be. But let me tell you something. Wait till I call my dad and be like, Dad, I'm a speaker. It's like, what speak? What are you talking about? You're not a doctor. You're not a lawyer. You're not a teacher. Hello? Yeah. I don't blame my dad. That's what he knows. That's his generation. That's where he comes from. But you see, he doesn't mean bad at all. He doesn't mean it the wrong way. But all he really meant is that, are you successful as how I imagined you when I held you in my hand? When you're just a little kid, are you successful as how I pictured it? I am telling you that success is inherent to each and every of us. How do birds fly from one place to the other without ever being given a compass, or they've never gone to a flying school? How do cats jump from one low ground to the highest without ever being taught how to? Because why? We've been engineered with the seed of success and endowed with the seed of greatness. But when life come throw itself at us, when one thing happens after the next, you lose your mother, she's gone. Your divorce has come, she's gone. I'm telling you, the business you worked for many years is gone. When your dreams and goals you behind and your bills and things seem not to happen, hello? What do? When the things you so hope for, believed in over and over again, prayed for, fast for, worked day and night for, hours and hours, seem not to come to life, what do you do? I've got something I want to tell you today in this series of You Can Do It Again. And the title is The Comeback Power. Yeah, I believe that. I believe that based on the success principle that we've been engineered with, everybody has the comeback power, that we can come back from strong adversities, and we can rise back from big falls. Like one of my old bosses used to say that every time you find yourself in the hole, doesn't matter how deep it is, the last thing you want to do is keep digging. What you want to do is climbing back to the top. Oh yeah, I've got something I want to tell you today. Hello? Hey, listen to me. The comeback power. You see, the power of life, the grace of life is to be lived in its fullest. Potential is that dormant capability. It's the kept capability. It's that which is in you that you could be but have not yet stepped into. And often, the things that prevent us from stepping into that zone are the three toughest demons of mankind: fear, self-doubt, and low self-esteem. And these three demons come from nowhere but the beliefs that we've embraced about ourselves. Notice, for you to feel unlovable, awkward, and incompetent, you've got to feel that in yourself. You've got to believe that about yourself, that you are indeed unlovable, that you are indeed incompetent, that you did lack of confidence. And how does that happen? You search for evidences of the things that have happened in your life. So let's flip the process just one more time, okay? So what if you search for evidences of the victories you've had? What if you search for evidences of the great times that you've had? What if you search for evidences for the little things you had to celebrate in your life? Will that impact your belief system? Oh, yeah. Will that impact your self-esteem? Oh, yeah. Will that impact the things that you do? Oh, somebody come and hold me back. I am burning right here. Why? Because I am here to kill the three toughest demons of mankind that wants to cripple into your life right now. Fear, self-doubt, and low self-esteem. The paralyzing force that stops us from taking action. The paralyzing force that holds us back. The things that tell and whisper in our mind and soul that we are not meant to be great. Come on, somebody, I've got a message for you right now. You are meant to be great, 3 times great, 10 times great, and great for the greatness. Hello? Woo! Awesome stuff. A friend of mine called me the other day. He said, Steve, something that is happening to me right now, I don't know where to start. I don't know where to end. You know, Steve, you and I are quite close. You know, Steve, you and I have slept on the street, spent days with no food, no water, no place to call our home. You and I know when we shared the floor, fighting with mice and cockroaches, mice that will come and bully us on top of our food. Steve, you know that in those times, we were tough. Tough time never lasts, but tough people always do. Robert Schuller. You know, Steve, that in those times, when we sold in the corner street, you would be standing on this side of the street. I will be there on the other side doing, hi, ma'am, how are you? Take a moment of your time and look at my beautiful apples. If you can buy one of my sweets, sir, your girl is going to love you more. You know, Steve, you and I have been through thick and thin, but I had never, ever contemplated the dark side. But Steve, what I'm going through right now, I didn't know I could be affected that much. Steve, there was this girl I was in love with. For a few months, our relationship was just fairly new. She told me she had divorced at the first place, which turned out to be a lie. And she fell pregnant. Then soon after, it went from, we'll make a home together, to, oh, you made me pregnant. And so when my friend was on a trip, business trip at 3 o'clock in the morning, this girl packed her things and ran. She ran back to her ex-husband. Oh, yeah. Listen, things happen in life. So a few months later, my friend kept, because he believed that family is everything, he kept texting this girl and kept trying to talk to her. And eventually, This girl said, okay, listen, I will come back to where you are. If you can, rent me a place. My friend said, yeah, I will rent you a place. I'll pay for everything, right? I'll just make sure you're comfortable. You and the kid are out good. And then this girl came back only to find out that she started dating with a friend they had in common. The same friend that claimed to be bringing them back together. The same friend I was working with. This friend of mine claiming that he was the one trying to mediate between him and his pregnant woman. And bear in mind that this girl was 7 months pregnant when she started dating the common friend. Listen, listen to me. Listen to me. I am a family man. Okay. I love family. Okay. And when I think about what my friend went through, it's difficult. If I start to imagine what he went through, it's difficult. How can people be so heartless? And he says, Steve, what she tells me is this: I have two choices. I can either choose to be in the life of this kid from afar, which means the only thing I will get is pictures and videos, and this kid will not have my surname as well. And on the birth certificate, I will write absent. This is the woman talking, that my friend will be officially an absent dad. Hello, somebody come help me. Oh Lord, where are the family lawyers in this place? What? My friend said to me, Steve, my whole world, my whole existence came crashing on me like an aeroplane. I looked good in the face, muscular in the flesh, but broken in the spirit, in pieces, in 1,000,000 pieces. Says Steve, when I close myself in the dark, I feel like the dark and I are one. Listen to me. There are things that will happen to you in life that you thought will never ever happen. I'm talking about somebody that has gone through a military training. I'm talking about somebody that has all the mind resilience you can ever think of in the world. Oh, but he says, Steve, this one got through my bulletproof vest. Woo! Somebody, come on, listen to what I'm saying. If that time comes to you, when you feel like the Tower of Babel has crashed on you, I'm saying when that time comes to you, when you feel like the dark has absorbed and immersed every shiny light in you, I'm saying that when that time comes for you, when hope cannot be spelled anymore, oh, you gotta remember this. I'm saying if you can't remember anything today, you gotta remember this, that you've got the comeback power. Yeah. Why? Because you are born with it. Why? Because you are made with it. Why? Because you are blessed and highly favored. Why? Because you are made at the image of God. Why? Because you are just awesome like that. Woo! Listen to me. You know, the worst mistake we could ever do when it's in those days is that not asking for help. The worst mistake we could ever do in those days is to simply think that asking for help is a sign of weakness, because it's not. You got to understand. I mean, there are some that were helped to walk. There are some that stood by themselves, held on to things, basically found the walking steps by themselves. And there were some that it took way long for them to be able to walk. But guess what? The reason why they ended up walking at the first place, because they did it again. The reason why they ended up standing tall and walking next to you right now, holding your hand, is because they did it again. You've got to do it again. You've got to go back at it again Take your comeback power and swing one more time. Oh, yeah. I've got news for you today. Woo! It's a brand new day. The Lord makes. Oh, yeah. Listen, I've got some singing in me, all right? Not because I've quit singing that I cannot sing. Listen, you'll see very soon I'm going to release my album. Okay, you got to pay $12 to come and hear me sing hello. They come back power. I mean, I was singing the last time. I mean, there was a guy at the other side of the street. He ran home and grabbed a bottle of beer. I said, "No, that guy's singing right there. He's making me drunk." So listen to me. There is a comeback power in you, in all of us, that we've got to always remember. So the Holy Spirit will bring things to your remembrance. Because look, the things that we remember in the times of adversities are the things that we've put in our minds before. I mean, that's why it's important that you've got to read, you've got to listen to the right stuff, you've got to program your mind in a way that when those time comes, you are able to recall the right messages. I can't tell you how many times when I'll be going to something and there'll be two voices. The one will be saying that, "Now, Steve, this one is not for you." And then right away, instantly, just like this, another one will be coming like, "No, don't listen to that. You are blessed and highly favored. You are meant to conquer that. Go for it with all your might." Yeah. That's what happens. That's what happens. Right. So I understand, ladies and gentlemen, that my message for you today is that you have greatness within. You've got your comeback power that you too can be great. My name is Stephen Dossou, all the way from Togo, Togo. Remember that you can be great, and I will see you on top. Don't forget to keep listening to this series because it's going to blast. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be magic. Bye-bye. That's my word, and I am sticking to it.